Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Pokemon Sleep. It is time to finish up the Legendary Research Week, but we also have New Moon Day happening at the same time. So, let's head in, review last week, and see what we got going to wind out the event. Hope you're all excited as I am. All right. Full 100 sleep score, got a little bit more sleep. Really wanted to enjoy being in bed for a little bit this morning. Looks like snoozing won out as the majority, but that could be balanced. And it is. True balanced, event balanced, and New Moon Day. Let's see how total drowsy power winding this week out. A new record. 531 million drowsy power. 4 3-star Pokemon. 1 4-star, 1 2-star, and 2 1-star. Wow. And that's because it's ending with that extra special 1.5 times bonus for the end of the event, the last hurrah. Let's see who is at camp. Alright, atop Belly we have Wobbuffet. I see 3-star Arcanine hanging out down below. We've got Quagsire hanging out top. Let's head over here to the left. We have got Toxicroak. We got Entei from the incense. Togepi. A new sleep style for Crocolore. Looks like the bird's trying to wake him up. That's cute. It's a shiny Quagsire. Well, isn't that something to end on? Oh, goodness gracious. And we've also got Charizard and Cyndaquil. Oh my. I didn't think I would... There was shiny luck in this research. Why couldn't it be Entei? Happy it's Quagsire, but I would have loved a shiny Entei. $17,000 research XP, 31,000 Dream Shards, and 119 materials. You still have one other Pokemon to research in there. Did I say Crocolore? I'm in Skeledirge. Oh goodness, What an exciting morning. That's another 9,000 XP, another 8,000 Dream Shards, and another 11 material. Cozy Duo Sleep. Oh, that's adorable. And that finishes out Skeledirge's Sleep Style Dex. Well, I don't have to ask too much who's hungry. Alright. Did not get lucky at all this week with a hungry legendary, despite my attempts. Everyone's been recruited. So I really just have the bonus biscuit to go. Oof. Yeah. I'm gonna get it started on Entei. Alright, hope for a big hit. Not get it. That's okay though. I'm just gonna use the 1. Take home a shiny Quagsire. Adorable. And there's the biscuit back. Oh, it is New Moon Day. So this is actually also an opportunity. Well, I already picked up the Raikou and Suicune incense for cheap. I do need to replenish the Entei that I used, but that's not going to give me enough for another Premier Biscuit. Kinda used it all trying to just get Enteis to show up. Yeah, it is New Moon Day, but I was hoping at least with Hungry then I would push my luck a little bit more. But yeah, I think I'm satisfied with where it is. I'm not gonna push it. I'm good. I always make a point of sharing shinies, but it is a legendary, and I think that's more important to my friends. But that 27,000 puts us with about 1/8 of the level left to go. So hopefully in another few weeks I can get that finished up. We have 1 skill check today. A timid Quagsire. This is an ingredient specialist, so what's the spread? Split mushrooms and sausage. Not a terrible combination. That does have its purpose. There can be use for that. We have no berry finding, no skill level. We've got inventory up, skill trigger, which isn't necessarily bad on a Pokemon that recharges itself. Helping speed is good. Ingredient finder is also, that's really what I was looking for to get things kicked off. And helping speed. This has a lot of good stuff. What's that nature? XP gains up, speed of health down. Okay. Well, let's head in and see what that looks like. Oh yeah, so that's first ingredient and third ingredient. So I would run this as total strength just because it doesn't have the, it's just its solo ingredient. Helping speed M, so you wouldn't need any, you would want to put possibly a sub-skill seed at 75 when you got that, get that to ingredient finder M. And that was timid. Ooh, starts real low. I'm guessing that's just because of the speed of help down really not doing it, and it's not getting any other natural ingredient finding. So, what would it look like? And I only just discovered this button the other day. If we mint that, that's, I guess, more what I was looking for. It was a little bit more of that, like, hey, cool. A little bit more of a upward than down. But maybe it's just all in the wrong order. Like, it's all good stuff, but it's just not in the order you need it to be. So this might just be a trophy Pokemon, which it's a shame. I want to be able to put my shinies to use. Well, since I don't have any other skill checks, I'll let this run out and just see how that turns out. But, still, I'm happy to see another shiny. It's been, I know it's only been a couple of weeks, but still happy to see him. Alright, and now, the moment of truth. Master 20. Barely over the line, Master 20. Full transparency, it wasn't entirely naturally occurring. I did not get extra tasty for lunch. I left it to the last minute to try to build up as much extra tasty chance as I could. Didn't get it. Did get extra tasty dinner, which put me roughly about, I think it was close to about 400,000 off. So I did decide to dip my toe into the item well a little bit and used a couple of helper whistles with some berry collecting Pokemon to get me over the line. After getting Larvitar this week and really checking off one of the last Pokemon I, as of right now, want to get from Topalo, this felt like a good send-off of like, this is really the last achievement that I want to get of completing. I'll be back here eventually. I'm sure there'll be an event that'll have me come back here or a new Pokemon introduced that I want to come back here for. But I was working so hard to get there this week, and to fall short by like what effectively feels like one extra tasty. I wanted to get that last push and just check that box off. So I did it, and that's what those items are for me. Sometimes it's a matter of, yeah, I just need to get a little bit of extra items to help get this last meal cooked, or I need to get those last bit of berries to get me over the line, and that's what this was. So, another area hit Master 20. Now, you gotta wrap up checking in through the rest of the stats for this week, because I'm also curious to see ranking-wise, but time to move on to next week's site. Thank you, Snorlax, for a great week of snoozy studies. Up all around. Love to see that. Yep. Okay. That's what I thought was going to happen because of my early morning Friday of not getting the midpoint matched up. So even if I got to bed, because I got to bed early and got up early, the midpoint was about an hour off. If I had still gone to bed on time but woken up early, I would have had a closer midpoint, but the energy recovery for the time outweighs the extra 2 candy I'd be getting now. So, a worthwhile trade-off. So, we're back here. And I am not super prepared to dig into this. So, let's dig in. Because there's nothing crazy happening this week. We have New Moon Day working through, so we've got a little bit of space of like, go somewhere you do want to. Sorry, I'm just getting my little most wanted cheat sheet list up. So looking at what's still kind of to find. From Cyan, I've now got Farfetch'd, so I feel good there. I don't have to get that. Still looking for an Oil Cramorant. Oh, that's the other way of looking at this. So from here, still looking for a Cramorant. And that is Slumbering, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. As well as Quaxley, still looking for a Soybean Quaxley, though I feel now that I've got the Golem and the Larvitar, that just bumped Quaxley down to, like, if it's there and nothing else, kind of like Eevee. So I've got that. Topal, I just checked off the last Pokemon that I need, so I can now take Topal out of rotation until an event or a new Pokemon introduction adds it there. I still have nothing specific that I'm looking for at Snowdrop Tundra, and it feels like I haven't been there in a long while. There is Sneasel there. There is Weavile. There is a Pokemon I haven't seen at all? Figure out what that is. Everything else looks pretty good. Cramorant's there too, so I guess technically speaking, I could go to Cyan or Snowdrop. I think I'm pretty well equipped for either location. But that's really all I've got hanging out for Snowdrop. Lapis Lakeside. Still looking for Sprigatito to try to get that all-potato Sprigatito. That's dozing type, so that really benefits whenever there's going to be some sort of event-balanced type sleep where Lapis is in rotation. And I think for the Natu introduction, this will be a great place to be for that. Elsewise, Quaxley's there too, so that's not too bad. There's Comfey. I could still go for a Comfey too. Don't have a good one of those. And Old Gold Power Plant. Old Gold still has the staggeringly largest amount for me to still try to take home. From there, I am looking for Grubbin. The entire Grubbin family still looking for a Mushroom Grubbin. That's also dozing type, so that's a little bit more difficult without it being event balanced. Sprigatito's there as well. I believe I already have my Oil Shinx, so I think I gotta update this list and take that off. But there is Plusle and Minun. Still haven't gotten a good one of those, of either of them yet. Got Farfetch'd. Got a good Mawile. Got both good Toxels, and there's Quaxley. So, strictly numbers speaking, Old Gold Power Plant has still got a lot left to offer me. As far as total research coverage, I'm surprised Greengrass is still in the low 80s, but I guess just because it is a hodgepodge, it's still got a bunch missing. Cyan, I'm researched up to 90%. Topal, I still got a number of species still left to discover, so there's still some room there if I'm just going for overall like sleep type completion. Right now I'm not locked in on that type of completion yet. It's really more of just like getting my ingredients locked down first. 86 for Snowdrop, 88 for Lapis, and Old Gold is still the lowest at 82. So, for this relaxing week, it's gotta be back at Old Gold. What is our lineup for this week? We got salads this week. Okay. I can work with salads. I mean, I think at this point I've pretty much got all of the dishes squared away for what I need to do. So that would mean for this week I want to work on making the green grass salads. That's oil, corn, tomatoes, and potatoes. That would be one without Dedenne in the mix, but I'm not looking for rising ranks this week, so we can just work on getting the green grass leveled up. So I can work with that. So we'll get into team building in just a moment. We don't have news, but there is a medal. We all know what that medal is. Master 20 research at Taupe Hollow. Getting back a sub-skill seed. That feels good. And while I'm here, let's check in with the community. How did everyone sleep? 32 reports. Very good. Got no more materials to go along with it, so that's all done. That's sad. But that also means we've now collected all we can for the exchange. So I do have enough that this will at least convert to a great biscuit. I do not have enough to buy a second one, 15 short. I've got all of the incenses. Don't have enough for any more of the stones. Do I want to just get candy? Do I want to get dream shard clusters? Handy candy is good too. I was using quite a lot of that. And there's some cheap ones. Always good to have. And then with 5 left, that's... Well, we spent so much time searching up a good Entei. We'll leave the oddball single material done. Alright. Let's collect from our overnight team. Because I did use some of those helper whistles, it did help to replenish a good chunk. Ugh. I set myself up for success with the ingredients that I chose. I didn't know that it was going to be salads. I was just hedging my bets. And Vika Vault. Nice. Pretty much made my ingredients back comparatively. Not bad. So, while I'm also here, this week's missions, Master 3 Incense is Aeron Incense. Very good. Always happy to just have some of those back-pocketed. Having a steel type that you can get on there while, like, I've got my sausage collecting Aggron squared away. Still good to have. Cook 17 times, favored berries, get to bed on time, befriend, and we have 270. I knew that was going to come up. We will use 279 candies. I have got plenty of Pokemon that I can work on developing. Do I have... I don't have the effects of the good camp ticket anymore, but I now do have enough ingredients to get through breakfast. So, I am looking to build a team. Should have just checked it from here. Oil, corn, tomato, potato. Let's build it out. Corn. Who do I have for oil? It's Toxicroak, that's right. And this one has still got a little bit to go before it really starts getting more oil out, but it does have helping bonus. So that should take care of all of the ingredients. We'll have some soybeans left over as filler, as well as the milk and cocoa from Pokémon. And Toxicroak and Palmot will provide favored berries, so we'll get a little bit of a boost from them. And we'll get that down the field. Celebration, yes indeed. Basic 2. Really just going to be looking to get to Master 3. New device, so we will get those pop-ups again. It's okay. Let's make some breakfast. Oh, screen froze. That's the telling me I've been running a bit long. We'll wrap this up, get those candies fed, and call it a morning. It was quite an eventful morning. Got a lot to cover. There we are. Alright, so I should have plenty of excess. It's going to be a lot of sausage. I think sausage and ginger are the primary excess. I burned all my extra tasty chances yesterday. And we're still working on getting a lot of leveling on this, so it'll still be a week of some progress, maybe not necessarily the big tremendous gains like last week. But that'll be okay. It'll be nice to have a chill week. Oh, that was going to tip over. Okay. So, last thing we'll do is get a bit of candy used up. So, I think don't have enough to get this all straight from Toxicroak. But I can use a bunch. Getting it to 50 will also get it some helping speed, which will be immediately helpful through this week. So that'll at least be helpful. Yeah. Once you get to 75, that's gonna be it. I'm not gonna be worried about oil again. And then I've got about 70 more candy to go. Not a good candidate. Beware and Victory Bell are both doing fine. Ooh, that's alright. I should be checking for ribbons. We got a good night ribbon for Golem, so that just got the 1,000 hours. So that just got a nice bump. It's now got an additional 6 carry limit compared to the last one. So it's got a little bit more room for some more potatoes. Palmot. I haven't spent any on you in a bit either. So you're already at 50. So there is, oh yeah, nothing to be done. So I think we might just want to just use it on something that may not be getting fielded this week. Oh yeah. That's the triple tomato shinks. I don't think I have the tomato oil yet. I think that might have been it. Yeah. Oh yeah. Lots of Quagsire candy. We'll use it there. That's fine. And there's the 279 candies. And we get Quagsire to 38. Because that's another Pokemon that I just got to get to 60. Yep, we're not going to use the EXP teams. We'll just... Nice. Alright. So, that's the game plan for this week. Looking forward to it. I've already been rambling on far too long. It's been another one of these mammothly long episodes. Thank you so much for stopping by. Let me know how your week's going down below in the comments, and I'll see you back tomorrow afternoon. Got an early start for tomorrow. So I'll see you tomorrow afternoon with the next night of New Moon Day. And until then, sleep well.